guys, we're back on the Recon today. Hopefully get this thing wrapped up. We're just about done with it so we can get it out in the woods. We got the wheels taken care of, got our third brake light installed, marker lights done, wrap taken care of, got our grips on, and of course you saw the tie rod ends and the ball joints. So that was about the only maintenance this thing needs. Does need an oil change, but you know, not going to bore you guys with an oil change. So today we're going to get the rock lights installed. We've got LED ones came in. They're just 2-wire, so we've got to build a wiring harness for it. All right, now the first step in getting these installed is to figure out where you want to put them. I'm going to go ahead and lay them out. I want to do one in each wheel well, and I'm probably going to do one right here behind the grill. Just kind of light up the front end. We've got 8 of them all together, so I don't exactly think we're going to use them all, but I definitely want to use as many as I can. Put on a little bit of a light show. First step I did was I tried to use a double-sided tape, and you can see it up in there. However, if I get my hand in there, it's loose. It's not sticking real well. My concern is that as water hits it, mud and so forth, it's going to degrade that double side. It's going to rip that light right out of there. What I'm going to end up doing is right here, I end up using the mounting hardware, the bolts that came with it. You can see them right here in the bag. Trim them down. We got some washers to go through it, and actually bolt them in here. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these mounted, get them screwed in, so we can get started. We get that harness built. A whole lot better than just having the double-sided tape holding that together. So let's go ahead and get the rest of them mounted, start building that harness, get this thing done. Well, we got them all mounted. This is the fun part. We got to get up under there, build a harness, we'll get this thing wired up, and we'll wait for the big ball of hate to go out of the sky. Get this thing after dark, take a look, see just how good it looks. Alright, so we're going to build the harness for the rock lights on the Recon. Now we've got 2 conductor. We've got a power, we've got a ground. So each one of those, power and ground on the lights themselves. I'm going to show you an easy way to keep this a lot neater. So you've got 2 conductors. You could certainly zip tie this to the frame, but you get one hanging down, you get it caught on a trail, it's just not going to work right. So this is true for just about anything. Take both conductors, squeeze them in a vise. Make sure they're in there good and tight. You're going to nip the ends off anyway. Pull up your slack. Make sure you're nice and even on the ends. Put the other 2, the other side, in a drill. Now what's going to happen is this is going to twist it together. Keep it nice and neat so you can attach it a whole lot easier. So, but the best part about that is you have to walk it all the way back. far as the eye can see. At this point, we're even going outside. You sit, and you just twist. Got them twisted together. Now you can see how much neater that is. That's the only side effect, is it starts to curl up on you, but as you stretch it out, you can deal with that. So let's get this on the bike. Alright, what we're using in this case is actually a butt connector. These are heat shrink butt connectors or splice connectors, depends on who you talk to. So I'm going to use these, start at the right front, work my way around the bike. We'll tag the center one, and then we'll just keep daisy chaining them as we go back. The switch itself will be mounted up at the neck. So if you've ever used it before, these things are awesome. Get yourself a set. So we'll go ahead and get these crimped on here. Got one. And two. And we'll go ahead and make our connections, keeping our colors correct between red and black, power and ground. And then from here, this will loop up behind the grill. It'll go to the center light, all get tied in up underneath. You'll never see it. But first, before we forget, let's get the heat shrink taken care of on that. Now, soldering heat shrink would have been the ideal way to do it, but this works just as good if you do it correctly. Alright, we got a switch mounted right here. That way he can stay on the throttle, control it if he needs to turn them on and off. You can see they're up underneath there, tied up pretty good. I might add another tie wrap to that. But they're glowing. Doesn't look too bad. I think it'll look better at night. We definitely got to get some night shots. So we are almost done with the Recon project. We got the finale coming up. That'll be soon. We'll get you the reveal. We'll get the night shots with the rock lights. And yes, we are revisiting the Bayou. We got to do the same thing to it. Mason wants to add green lights under the Bayou just like that. So maybe we'll reveal them both at the same time. We'll throw Dad's truck, aka Bubba, in the mix. Got something on that as well. So keep watching, hit subscribe, and we'll get this thing revealed, get it done, move on to the next project. So have a nice day, guys.